Everyone is freaking out about how perfectly AI can speak, but while your friends blindly trust the machine, what if I told you the Japanese word for speaking is actually a blood-soaked, ancient curse? Think AI is scary? The ancients were worse. Let's dig in. Welcome to the dark side of fluency. You've been drilling flashcards, perfectly innocent, right? But learning Japanese without understanding the literal skin in the game is like eating sushi with a fork. It's just wrong. Today, we're tearing down the sanitized versions of kanji you learned in textbook chapter 1 and exposing the ancient, slightly terrifying truth they don't teach you in language school. The JLPT N5, the gateway drug to Japanese. And here we have you to say, or words. It looks so polite, doesn't it? Just some harmless little horizontal lines sitting comfortably on a box. You've probably written it 100 times, blissfully unaware that you were actually sketching an ancient instrument of torture. Ignorance truly is bliss, isn't it? Most learners fall for the Heisig illusion, those cute, modern mnemonics designed to help you pass exams. Oh, look, it's a mouth with sound waves coming out. Adorable, and completely historically inaccurate. It's like believing dragons were just overgrown golden retrievers. If you really want to lock these characters into your brain permanently, we need to look at the blood on the floor. Enter Dr. Shizuka Shirakawa, the Indiana Jones of kanji. He didn't just look at modern squiggles. He dug into 3,000-year-old oracle bones and bronze inscriptions. He decoded the matrix. What he found wasn't a civilization of polite scribes drawing abstract concepts. He found rituals, sacrifices, and a whole lot of creative ways to keep people terrified of the gods. Let's dissect this innocent word, kanji. The top part? That's shin. No, it's not a spicy ramen flavor. It's a tattoo needle. And in ancient times, tattoos weren't for hipster baristas. They were used to brand criminals and slaves. Imagine an oversized, painful gauge needle, poised to strike your forehead. Suddenly, studying kanji sounds a bit less relaxing, doesn't it? And that friendly little square at the bottom? The one you've always called a mouth? Wrong again. It's sai, a ritual receptacle. Think of it as an ancient inbox. But instead of spam emails, it held written prayers and sacred vows to the divine. It's not a mouth speaking. It's a box holding something incredibly dangerous, a promise. Put the needle and the prayer box together, and what do you get? A pact with the divine. When an ancient ruler made a vow, they didn't just pinky swear. They placed their written oath in the sai box, and the tattoo needle hovered above it as a lethal guarantee. If I break this promise, let the gods brand me a sinner. Talk about high stakes. Over centuries, this terrifying ritual of divine punishment lost its edge. The literal blood dried up, and the symbol evolved into the abstract concept of words or speech we use today. From a lethal curse to asking for directions to the nearest convenience store, talk about a downgrade in dramatic tension. But the shape remains, a fossil of ancient fear. But wait a minute. Why a box? Why did they need a physical container for prayers? Well, because to the ancients, words weren't just invisible sound waves vibrating through the air. They were heavy, volatile objects. Leaving a prayer lying around was like leaving a loaded weapon on the kitchen table. You had to contain it before it went off. This is where we weaponize etymology for your JLPT studies. You see, when you realize kanji is just ancient dark magic hiding in plain sight, you stop forgetting them. You stop seeing arbitrary strokes and start seeing the horror movie playing out in the ink. Let's look at how this cursed root infects other everyday words you thought were safe. Japan runs on kododama, the spirit of words. The idea that words harbor souls, and speaking them aloud can physically alter reality. It's why you shouldn't say the word cut at a wedding. Because if words are souls, a careless sentence is basically a poltergeist you just unleashed in the living room. It's a beautiful paranoid way to live. Speaking of paranoia, let's touch on the modern curse of Kyoto. It's a famous Japanese internet urban legend about a mysterious, terrifying village. A story that spread like a virus through text boards. It proves that even in the digital age, we're still deeply afraid of specific configurations of characters. The medium changed, but the dark magic of text remains. The brilliance of the Kyoto curse lies in its anagram. Rearrange those weird characters, and it visually shifts into Kyo rejection, a massive, looming rejection. It's linguistic sleight of hand. The terror isn't a ghost. It's the profound, existential dread of being completely denied existence, hidden right there in the typography. Pretty clever for a campfire story. When you understand this, speaking isn't just making noise. It's externalizing the internal. You are taking a piece of your invisible soul, forcing it into a tangible form, and tossing it into the physical world. And once it's out there, you can't put it back. It's like accidentally hitting reply all on an embarrassing email, but with cosmic consequences. Because ultimately, words bind us. That ancient tattoo needle wasn't just for criminals. It was for anyone who dared to speak a vow. When you say something, you are tattooing that commitment onto your own reality. You are shackling yourself to your own utterance. The curse isn't cast by a witch. It's cast by your own tongue. Let's look at kotoba, the Japanese word for language. It's made of word and leaf. Imagine tens of thousands of leaves fluttering on a massive tree. That's how the ancients viewed human speech. Fragile, fleeting, growing wildly, and eventually rotting away. It's poetic, sure, but also a reminder that most of what we say is just dead foliage blowing in the wind. And what about go, as in Nihongo? It combines our cursed word radical with go, meaning I, or self. To speak a language is to offer up your very self. You are literally placing your ego into the prayer receptacle beneath the tattoo needle. Every time you speak Japanese, you are laying your identity on the sacrificial altar. No pressure for that upcoming speaking test. So to summarize our little linguistic horror show, the everyday words we casually toss around are built on the foundations of a bloody vow. That simple N5 kanji is a masterclass in ancient intimidation. The next time you confidently write you, remember the needle, remember the box, and for the love of the gods, be careful what you promise. If your mind is suitably blown, or if you just enjoy having your innocent study habits ruined by dark historical facts, hit subscribe and turn on notifications. I've got plenty more cursed kanji to unpack. Until next time, keep studying, and try not to accidentally summon any ancient deities during your vocab practice. See you.